What's up, everybody? This is Wally Rashidi, and I'm here at the Kwanzaa event. This is Ujamaa Day here at the New Black Wall Street Market in Stonecrest, Georgia. So stay tuned.
How you doing, man?
So, what we can do now, any dancers out there? I need all the children. I need you. Yes. All right. All right. So, while they're coming up, trying to catch my breath, y'all. I'm gonna teach you a song to a dance called cuckoo. Everybody say cuckoo?
Cuckoo.
When I say cuckoo-aye, you gonna say aye. Cuckoo-aye. Aye. When I say cuckoo-aye, you gonna say aye. Cuckoo-aye. Aye. I'm gonna say cuckoo-aye, I'm gonna say ya. You're gonna say cuckoo. Cuckoo-aye, I'm gonna say ya.
Cuckoo.
So, it goes like this. Cuckoo-aye. Aye. Cuckoo-aye.
Aye.
Cuckoo-aye, I'm gonna say ya.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo-aye.
Aye.
Cuckoo-aye.
Aye.
Cuckoo-aye, I'm gonna say ya. Now, for those in their seats, when you say that twice, you'll put your hands up. You're gonna shake. Yes. Because you're all celebrating. Children, come on. Spread out. First step. Gotcha. So we finish singing out of 10, first step is here. You got that? Alright, so let's do it with the music. Cuckoo-aye.
Aye.
Cuckoo-aye.
Aye.
Cuckoo-aye, I'ma say ya.
Cuckoo.
Cuckoo-aye.
Aye.
Cuckoo-aye.
Aye.
Cuckoo-aye, I'ma say ya.
shout out on this day of Ujamaa. Let's give it cooperative economics. Let's give it a shout because we're so blessed to have the owner of New Black Wall Street in the house, Mr. Allen. Where you at, Mr. Allen? Yes, sir, thank you so much for giving your people something they can be proud of. And it looks just like a brand new Black Wall Street. So we thank you, sir. We thank you. God bless you and your family. And happy holidays to you. And we're in the Kwanzaa season, so I want to say to you, for Raha Kwanzaa. Happy Kwanzaa. Thank you, who dancers. Y'all showed up and showed out. Everybody, my name is Kim Zaki, and I'm going to serve as your MC this evening. We're going to talk about Kwanzaa, the symbols, the meaning, and in between we'll have a lot of other stuff going on, okay? But here we are on this beautiful day, and I was told that y'all doing this every day. So pass the word to Black Wall Street. The new Black Wall Street, Kwanzaa, is here until Kwanzaa is over. Yes. Every day from 1 to 3 p.m. So tell you folks, get them out here. It's a spacious place and it's COVID friendly. All right? And we thank everybody for coming out for that reason alone. You know, because we're living in some very tenuous times, some transformative times. And like that great poet Renee Taylor said, we have an opportunity to stitch a new garment, one that fits all of humanity and nature. That's what we are, brothers and sisters. We embracing our opportunity. It's just as new as this thing we're in, y'all, the opportunity in front of us. That's what we are, and y'all got to remember, we are our ancestors' answered prayers. Right. And with that, I'm going to do libation. Libation is way of saying remembrance. It's a way of remembrance. Remember those who came before us and contributed to our lives. And so, it's just like the late Bishop Desmond Tutu, who left us a few days ago. When he received the Nobel Peace Prize, the first thing that came out of his mouth was, if I am a standout in the crowd, it's only because I'm standing on the shoulders of others. Ashe.
Ashe.
By the way, God bless his soul and rest his spirit. And so, brothers and sisters, with that, I'm going to do libation with this beautiful wooden cup. The name of this wooden cup is Kikambe Cha Umoja. Can y'all say that? Kikambe Ya Umoja. Unity cup. And check this out, y'all. Back in the day, 66, you be in your household, and all you and every guest would fill this thing up with some nice juice or something. You know, when the children went to bed, the adults may fill it up with something else. But what you do is they pass it around, and everybody drink out of this cup collectively. We can't do that no more. Where we living in. So right now we have people to fill it up to them, a male and a female, and we'll tell them to represent the audience, the crowd, the family. So that's what we do. But nowadays we don't drink it. And also the other purpose of it is to what I'm about to do is pour libation. And libation is another libation. So when I pour the water into the plant, I want everybody to join me in saying Ashe. Yes. I like the way you said that one more time. Ashe.
Ashe.
Thank you. And Ashe means so be it. It is a Yoruba word that means so be it. So I'm going to pour this water in the plant. Y'all join me, brothers and sisters. We pour this water for one that doesn't need it, but we be remiss if we don't pour for God Almighty.
Ashe.
Ashe. We pour this libation for our ancestors who walked as free men and free men in their motherland.
Ashe.
We pour this libation for our ancestors who toiled and struggled in the cotton tobacco fields.
Ashe.
We pour this libation for our ancestors who were put on an auction block and sold to the highest bidder. Where they were inspected like horse and cow. And you don't think slavery was too long ago? You need to take another look at the years between when they say it's over and until today. Okay?
Yes, sir.
And also they lied to us then. Because what about Juneteenth?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, brothers and sisters, we pour this libation for all of our ancestors who went through all that misery.
Ashe.
We pour this libation for our famous heroes, the likes of Nat Turner, Denmark Vesey, Frederick Douglass, Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman,
Ashe.
Ida B. Wells,
Ashe.
and a hostess of many, many more.
Ashe.
If I miss some of your special famous ancestors, call out the name, brothers and sisters. Ashe. 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 Oh, wait, you know something? It's doing all good and stuff in here. We have some nice energy going. But I say, you know, if you ain't calling somebody's name, jump in the Ashe corner.
Yes, sir.
Ain't no need for you being silent where everybody calling, telling their relatives you're there. Say Ashe and bring that power in here, brothers and sisters.
Yes, sir.
Bring the power. This thing is, some people get mad at me, but to me, this is prayer. When it's done right, it's prayer. And so what we doing, brothers and sisters, this ain't no entertainment. Pouring libation ain't no entertainment. We talking about our ancestors. And we want to invoke them to be with us on this new journey. It's so important, y'all. End of the year, it's so many of us leaving. There's so many left us that didn't even have COVID. It's people leaving us every day, y'all. We got to go back to our roots. Those ancestors we called on, most of them didn't even know how to read or write. They knew every leaf, every flower leaf in the woods and can identify. You need to get you some moths. Be back in 15 minutes. And where did I see those herbs at? That's how smooth they were, y'all. And they want you and I to forget them. That's why we call out their names. We ain't asking nobody for nothing. Mr. Allen didn't ask nobody for this. What he witnessed in his lifetime inspired him to give us this beautiful place. Because he's connected with his ancestors. That's all this. This is ancestral. Am I right, brothers and sisters?
That's right.
That's good.
Peace.
We pour this libation for the beautiful ones yet to come, our future.
Ashe.
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 Ashe. Ashe. Ashe. Ashe. Thank you all very much, Madasi. Can we get a male and female up front to symbolize our collective unity and drink from the cup?
Drink from the cup.
Hey, you just stay put. You'll be up here before you know it. Stay put, okay? Brother needs some help up here. Yes, sir, just for you. Down, down.
Okay, yes.
My name is Mukasa.
Casa.
My name is Mukasa, and I realize that I'm an African, and we all live in African culture. We got to unite, and we all have to respect and love Africa. And this is my beautiful wife. Her name is Maimuna Fufana. And this is my grandbaby. Hey, it's Black Power. It's a Black Power.
Black power.
Everybody say Black Power.
Black power.
Okay, like said, back in the day, we would get in a circle, and everybody in the circle would drink from the same cup. We know what time it is today. Can't do that
Amen.
anymore.
Ashe.
So what we're going to do, our elders here are going to symbolize the drinking from the cup. And the way it's done is that I'm going to pass this cup to my sister. She's going to hold it. She's going to say the principle of the day. She's going to drink from the cup, and then after she drinks from the cup, she's going to say Harambe, and then she's going to pass the cup with two hands to Mother Mikasa.
So the principle of today
Ujamaa.
Anybody else?
Harambe.
Harambe means pull together. Yes, sir. Unite.
Yes, y'all come closer. Come on closer. I'll just come up here.
First of the day is Ujamaa.
Ujamaa.
Collective work and responsibility. Cooperative economics.
Cooperative.
Show you how much I know. Harambe!
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 Harambe! Harambe!
Let's all pull together. Everybody?
We're gonna stand up and sing our national anthem. Lift every voice and sing. Anybody like to volunteer and lead us and lift every voice? I told you. Come on. What's your name, sis? Never try. I'm gonna give you this black camera just on the screen. I can find your holder.
You got to light the candle.
Yeah, just you don't need us. We bring out all three verses.
How y'all doing?
Alright.
I don't care if you can't sing, you better sing. You better sing your heart out like nobody's business. Everybody got a voice, just gotta use it. All right, y'all ready?
Ready.
Here we go. Lift every voice and sing.
Till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmony of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let every sound loud as the rolling sea.
Y'all sound good. Let's keep it going.
Sing a song full of the faith that the darkness has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Show me the road we trod, where the chastening rod felt in the days with hopes unborn. And with the steady beats and our weary
Y'all give it up for Sister Nefertari, African Queen. Come up here and lead us in the national anthem. All right. Yeah. I need, hey, young lady in that pink, and that brother right there in the blue. Why don't y'all come up forward?
Yeah.
Y'all gonna do us a blessing to light up the two candles from the first day and the second day, all right? You go ahead and do the black one for me, brother. Go ahead and strike it. There you go. Black. All right, that's good. Okay, brother, is this your first time celebrating Kwanzaa? Okay. You know that black candle stands for? Okay.
Kezi, Zaki.
That black candle. Thank you. The black candle stands for unity. Emoji, unity. It also stands for the people. You with me? Unity and the people. So we want unity amongst the people. What's your name, bro? Philip? Caleb. That's a strong name, brother Caleb. How old are you? 12. That's cool, man. What you like? What's your favorite subject in school? Go on with your bad self, bro. I ain't like coming to them old crazy people. I believe in science. And predicting on this in your hands, okay? Thank you. Come on up here, young lady. What's your name? Makita. Let me guess your age. You are 7. 6. Oh, I was about 3 years. I ain't gonna even try that no more, okay? Here you go, dear. I want you to strike this match here. What grade are you in? Wonderful. Go ahead. Striking them with you like the red candle right here. I want you to light the red candle. You gotta get your flame first. Do it favor. Take the candle, put it on that flame. You can light the match with that. See, that's what I'm about to. That's why it's good to have 2 heads in the place. Anything else, man? Okay, you got the pleasure of going down and shaking it off or what? How you do it? Drop it in here. Just walk. Thank you. Nikita, right? Okay, that second candle is for the second day of Kwanzaa, which is Kuji Chagulia. You know, so I knew they was going to repeat it. Everybody like that word. They like the way that sound. You got to say repeat it, but I said I'm going to let them do it on their own. One more time, y'all. Kuji Chagulia.
Kuji Chagulia.
And you know what Kuji Chagulia stands for? It stands for, say that again, dear?
Self-determination.
Self-determination. Don't y'all know we're sitting in a place right now that's a perfect example of self-determination? It don't say White Wall Street on the wall of the building. I ain't see no white on there. I ain't looking at none of them right now. So that's some power right there, the kid. Would you agree? Thank you, my dear. You can sit, because I know you're trying to hear my voice. I'm close person. Okay. Yes. Let me see who got. I need 2 more people. I don't need off. She did everything same. We got to spread the wealth, huh? Oh, I couldn't see her. She was coming. Come on up here. What's your name?
Come on, baby. I'll come with you.
Chance. Okay, we need Chance and one other young person. We got to do it for our baby. All right, come on, Chance. Chosen. Okay, I'm just going back to your people there hollering. All right, what's your name, young lady? Good, Gamaya. And that's Chosen. Hey, it's a beautiful name. Okay, Chosen, come on up here, man. I want you to light this candle right here. We'll give you a match. What you can do is you can strike it on that black one and then do the green. Can you do that? You comfortable with that? Let's see. I can take that light on the black one. On the black one. And then light the one next to it. Yeah, there you go. With your fizzle. Get easy now, man. Okay, now, there you go. Now blow it out. Blow out the camera. Oh, that's too close to that mask, man. What are you trying to get me nervous in this stuff? Look at that mask, man. Thanks, brother Jose. Come on, Kamala. Let's give it up for Kamala. Kamala. Let's give it up to Kamaya. Let's give it up for the chosen. They both the candles for the last 2 days. Last night we were celebrating Ujamaa. That would be the green candle here. Ujamaa means man. Y'all see why it's necessary to have a Kwanzaa thing here? Ujamaa, thank you. Yes, okay. That's why y'all here to correct the brother, okay? But don't get off started with it. Try to come up here and talk too loud. Anyway, yesterday we observed Ujamaa. Collective work and responsibility. Everybody talking about we got to unite, we got to do this together and that together. But if we don't come together collectively and assume responsibilities, ain't nothing gonna happen. All the signs of the times are all around us, brothers and sisters. The sign of the times is all around us, and it's more urgent for us. Oh yeah. And y'all, the time is all around us, and it's more and more urgent for us to practice the NBWSM, these 7 principles. That's what's going to take us to another level. And don't think, y'all come in, y'all hear all these words, Kuchi Chakalia, Umoja, Ujamaa. Y'all know something? We maybe found these names in 1966, but the practices of them, we've been practicing successfully for years. Even in Africa, we are practicing these symbols. You know something? I was reading on Facebook, my good friend I've known him 40 years. He on Facebook with his wife. He told me, yeah, me and the wife want to wish y'all Merry Christmas. We getting ready to just chill for the rest of the year. And I've invited him to Kwanzaa programs like over 30 years ago. And some people just stuck on stupid. And I started to put a little post in there. You ain't made the Kwanzaa yet? Oh, it's a good thing. There's going to be 7 of them in a few days. Why don't you and your wife take it to another level and discover something new and be with your people on Kwanzaa? And a lot of our people that celebrate the different faiths and religion, they get it confused. Kwanzaa ain't no substitute Christmas. Kwanzaa is not a substitute for Christmas. Kwanzaa is not a black Christmas. Kwanzaa don't have nothing to do with Christmas. So when you see people celebrating Kwanzaa, don't think you trying to be over here, that's that black, yeah, it is. It's black consciousness. It's been awake.
Come on, Zach.
It's about black consciousness, about who you are, your history, your culture. Dr. Naim Akbar said that culture is what defines us. It's a reason why you look across the table, you're in a restaurant, you see somebody, the way they eat their greens, the way they mince that cornbread on there. And then all those, that's African. You can't run from yourself.
Come on.
Can't run from ourselves, brothers and sisters. That's why we embrace this tradition of Kwanzaa. Today, Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Listen to me closely. These are the things that will help take us to another level out of this corona or whatever. This madness we've been going through, these politicians. 74 million people voted for Trump. They helped that man perpetuate a lie, like they did when he got in there with Obama. He talking about he was not born in America. That's what got him into the presidency. They playing with people's lives. Over 300,000 people died because of COVID that didn't have to. Because Trump trying to win a political race. There's over 300,000 people who have died that didn't have to. And a few days ago, it's a lot of their family members standing across the kitchen table crying because they're no longer here. We lost over 800,000 people, brothers and sisters, to a big lie. That's the country we living in. They value power more than value humanity. That Build Back Better bill, all it talks about is helping families. Families, giving tax credits. Right now they give some people like $350 for each child in their household. And it expires at the end of this year because the Republicans didn't act on it. And see, that's the problem with the Democrats, though. They don't know how to be gangster. They don't know how to be gangster. You see what McConnell and his boys going there? They go in there, you can say 50 times. That man voted, that man stopped the guy who is now the Attorney General from getting in office, and there was 11 months left in Obama's presidency. They pushed that woman, Bonnie, whatever her name is, Connor in there, and it was a month before the election. See, Republicans, they get gangster with it. And see, like when you talk about lives and death, you know, you talk about taking advantage of that vote, you got to strike when the iron is hot. That Madison, he's a Republican. He's a Republican. He comes from Pope, West Virginia, and he don't believe in doing better for families, the working class families, for women, for children. He gonna try to take some logic on there that, well, it'll cause the cost of inflation and stuff, it's gonna mess with the taxpayers. And then everybody, including Janet Yellen, the secretary of the presidency, said, the way the economy going, it won't hurt it. They say people getting this stuff, getting these incentives, getting this work and stuff, it helps the economy. Because these people playing politics with folks' lives, y'all. It's sad. They playing politics with people's lives. And we said this is supposed to become the norm in America. This is supposed to become the norm in America. And it's sad, brothers and sisters. So that's why we practice the Nguzo Saba, and we come together as a people on the last 7 days of the year. Because we start off on the 26th of December, the day after Christmas. Because we respect Christmas, and we don't want to be confused with Christmas. And then we end our celebration of Kwanzaa on the first day of the year. And that principle is called Imani, faith. That's how we start the new year in Kwanzaa, and we end the year practicing faith, talking about faith amongst our babies, our elders, amongst each other. Well, Kwanzaa is ours because we made it ours. Like we made Dr. King's holiday ours. Stevie couldn't take no more. Stevie went everywhere. If you know Stevie Wonder during those days, everywhere he go, every concert he performed, he talked about making Dr. King Day a national holiday. And that is the case right now, brothers and sisters. And we had to understand that we got to stop making excuses that white, black. There's so many wealthy black folks in America today, I don't even want to hear that crap. It's a matter of us coming together using that wealth to better conditions of our people. When Spike Lee was doing that movie Malcolm X, them white studio directors, all them folks, he was running out of money. Denzel, Oprah, Stevie, and about 6 other prominent black millionaires came forward and helped with the release of the Malcolm X movie. That's when we come together. That's when we stop thinking we wicked and docile and stuff. And we need other people to direct us. We don't need that at all. We got everything we need. We are our ancestors' answered prayers. That's what Kwanzaa is about. It's a conscious party. Ain't nobody come here to be all soft and light and tame with you. You get that everywhere else you go. We need some truth up in New Black Wall Street to match the beautiful ambience of this place. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Brothers and sisters, let me tell y'all something about Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa has like 7 letters in it. And Kwanzaa is the first fruit of the harvest. That's what Kwanzaa means. First fruit of the harvest. This is a time for celebration and reflection. Dr. Maulana Karanga, the founder of Kwanzaa, in his wisdom, he knew in December, last year December, the black folk gonna be together. They didn't take a vacation. They come from out of town. And so he wanted to give us some family love every day. And I tell you, brothers and sisters, if you practice Kwanzaa in your home, and you get to have your family, invite a few friends, y'all do exactly what brothers I keep doing. Y'all have pictures of your ancestors on the wall and stuff. Cook a good meal. We call the meal the Karamu. We call the meal the Karamu. And I tell you something, I like when Mama, the Bantu, and the sister, they invite me. I'm saying I'm a bachelor. I go, that Karamu. Well, I take a takeout plate, and ain't no shame in my game. Ain't no shame in my game. That's some good eating. All right? So that's one thing we practice is the Karamu. And then we give out presents too. We give out gifts. It's called Zawadi. We give them out in the last day of the year. to our babies and stuff. And the best gifts to buy or give them is handmade. But if you can't give them a handmade gift, you get it to somebody that made a black owner, a black owned company.
Yes, sir.
So like about 10 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, but now, Mr. Allen did, we don't have no excuse. You want to buy something black owned? Come to the New Black Wall Street.
That's right.
You'll be saying, eaty, meaty, mighty, mo. It's like that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, y'all, so I said that, so we have the fruit in the bowl. The fruit in the bowl represents the fruits of the harvest. Mazeo. It's another name for what we call it, Mazeo. And let me see here. Oh boy, this is so important, y'all. This is so important. When your Kwanzaa set up, you gotta have some corn.
Yeah.
You gotta have some corn. I don't know what the name is. Mahindi. Now y'all see the beauty of the corn is, it represents the stalk. Well, oh. Anyway, the beauty of the corn represents the children, the youth, and the future. So if you have one child in your household, how many ears of corn should be on your table? If you had 10 children in your household, how many ears? All y'all take out. Mama the Bantu come to me and saying, not 10, but 11. One for the child that's not born.
Uh-oh.
See, she getting all deep and stuff.
Come on.
You know?
Come on.
I had to share it because it was profound. So y'all check it out. If you can, this is not necessary. It's just another item to have on your table, the red, black, and green. Like we call it the bandara. And y'all know that was invented by our beloved Marcus Garvey.
Yeah, man.
Hey y'all, I got a special treat for y'all. If you don't know, I got to let y'all know. Anybody ever do this? You ever find yourself doing this?
Yeah.
What they call this?
Black power.
We got hey y'all, the guy who started the Black Power phrase is sitting right up in here.
Is that right?
Stand up, Baba Mukasa Rex.
Black power!
Yeah. Look him up in the dictionary. You'll see him. Look him up in the dictionary. You'll see him and Dr. King, Stokely Carmichael. They walking down the street with arms locked in their youth work for the SCLC. We got a legend in the house, y'all, and we thank you for him. His beautiful wife and grandbabies joining him.
Black power!
Everybody say, Black Power!
Black power!
Black Power!
Black power!
Black Power! Hey man, you got me inspired, man. I'm gonna share a poem. And this poem is dealing with our struggle. It's called That's My Car.
Oh my God, that's my song. That's my poem.
Thank you. Thunderbird, that's my car. Mustang, that's my car. We shall overcome. We shall overcome. April 4th, 1968. The king went down and the flames went up all over America. Newark, LA, DC, Detroit, and my hometown, Cleveland, Ohio. Pale-faced soldiers took over my neighborhood, patrolled on foot and jeeps, put us on curfew and gave me the creeps. Little Johnny and I could no longer play. That's my car under the moonlit sky. Instead, we watched the pale-faced soldiers walk by. Never before had I seen so many white folk in my community brandishing firearms with trigger black unity. Watu Wazuri, beautiful people, use Afro sheen. Brothers and sisters, stop putting chemicals in here and bleaching their skin. Clenched fists, we pumped in the air, drew on our roots to make the red, black, and green known everywhere. Police brutality was rampant. As it is now, still things had to change and we would not bow. For God's sakes, we got to give more power to the people. Brothers and sisters were happy to be nappy. Proud to see their likeness in the Black Panthers. Huey Newton, Angela Davis, Jim Brown, James Brown, Muhammad Ali, Dr. King, and Malcolm X. Exactly where J. Edgar Hoover could stand. Black folk talking back to Uncle Sam. He developed and executed a plan, deposited dope in our community, created pushes and dope things to disrupt our unity. Cadillac, that's my car. Diamond in the back, sunroof top. Big on the scene with the gangster lean. Ooh, 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 ooh. Hollywood gave us the Mac and Superfly, and the revolution seemed to die. Freddie's dead. That's what I said. Brothers and sisters tossed out their combat boots for stacked heel shoes, which gave their feet the blues. Afros became Jerry curls, and another chapter began to unfurl. Mercedes-Benz, that's my car. BMW, that's my car. Affirmative action pulled up to the curb, created a new middle class whose satisfaction came from moving to the suburbs. Ain't nothing going on but the rent. You gotta have a J-O-B if you wanna be with me. The 80s produced the me generation, me, as if we were free. Youth of the 90s wore pants with a droop. Baseball caps backwards listening to Snoop. Wanna be like Mike and take the rock to the hoop. Driving vehicles with serious rims. Music blasting, talking about a future that's dim. I got my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Things could be worse. That's my car. Oh, black. Long black. Cadillac hearse. That's my car. Gotta go. Gotta run. Here comes the number 71.
Hey.
Thank you. Hey, y'all, this a poem. I gotta share this poem with y'all, but I don't want y'all to fall in this trap. I get tired of people falling in this trap. It's called Houston.
Houston, yes, sir.
I know some folks I call Houston. All they ever talk about is yesterday, what they used to do. I used to read. I used to exercise. I used to pray. I used to care. They used to, we used to, used to. They never talk about what they're doing today. They used to.
Amen.
Thank you all very much. Where's the poor? We got the poor now. So want to come bless the mic. Because when the mic is here for you to bless it, you got 5 minutes. Use them wise.
Hi. How y'all doing?
Hi.
Yes. Come through. I want y'all to give it up for yourselves for showing up. Yay. Unity is very important. Thank y'all for showing up for yourselves. Thank y'all for showing up for us. Alright, so not only am I a dancer, but I'm also a yoga teacher and an author of this beautiful book called Closer to the Sun. Can you say Closer to the Sun? Closer to the Sun. Get closer to the sun. We closer to the sun. Ow! I'm gonna read a page from my book. So it's a positive affirmation guided meditation book. It's a really great read for all ages. Some people get it for their children. Some people get it for themselves because it's very uplifting and encouraging, and it's good for anybody to read. It's a family book. Oh, we have a sunflower page. As I rise above the green grass filled with sunflowers, I feel good. I look up to see the sun shining on me. Suddenly, I feel a light sensation in the middle of my forehead. My spirit sun is vibrating. Now I have the power to see, feel, and hear energy from my spirit sun in the middle of my forehead. My heart and soul is free to fully express itself with love inside out. Now I want y'all to take a deep breath with me. Take a deep breath in for 3 seconds. Then breathe out. One more time. Take a deep breath in for 3 seconds. Then breathe out. Just breathe. All right, that is it.
But if you have any questions, my book is for sale if you want to buy one. And also I have cards. And if you have any questions to ask me about the book,
How do we reach your social media?
oh yes, I'm on social media, Closer to the Sun, LLC. Facebook, Closer to the Sun, LLC. And we also host events. We having a fashion show January 22nd, and we have different wellness and community events to help uplift our community and teach people about holistic health, wellness, and different things like that. So, and I do story time. So if y'all want me to do story time at y'all events, I would love to read to the kids.
You got one tomorrow?
Huh?
You got one tomorrow?
Do one.
We can talk about that.
All right, any questions? No? Yes? Maybe? Okay. Thank y'all for listening. Closer to the sun.
Sister, now for there, if I can take that energy and can it, I'll be welcome.
I know, right?
Well, if I can put that in the bottle can. They say, what that bullseye drink and all that Red Bull, they got a business. Hey, y'all, we got my good man there, y'all. This guy, this videographer, he is excellent at what he do. So y'all need to get in touch with somebody because you can be looking at this in a few days with your family and friends. Because this is going on YouTube, I know.
It's live on Facebook right now.
Live on Facebook right now.
And it will be.
We're live on Facebook, but you'll have it available for us to check it out on YouTube, right?
Absolutely.
That's the man, y'all, so look forward to it. Anybody here observing Kwanzaa for the first time? Okay, well, y'all need to be up front seat. Why y'all back there? Okay, y'all hear. The main thing is y'all hear about it, right? And so we greet everybody during the Kwanzaa period. We say, Furaha Kwanzaa. And that means happy Kwanzaa. And then when we get into the midst of Kwanzaa, each day we say Habari Gani. That means what's the news? So if today we celebrate Ujamaa, that's the news. I would say Ujamaa.
Habari Gani.
Ujamaa economics. That's where we are, brothers and sisters. We've been observing Kwanzaa. Kwanzaa has its own stamp. They got a 50-year. Some of y'all probably had some stuff y'all mailed recently. But that's how powerful Kwanzaa is, y'all. We just got to look at it and appreciate it for what it's worth. We didn't ask nobody permission for this. Few families in 1967 in California got together and started doing their homes, and this spread throughout the country. That's how powerful Kwanzaa is, y'all. It's good for our babies. It's good for our families. It's good for husband and wife. Because they're going to, okay, then you talk about, let's talk about this cooperative economics now. You know, they talk about cooperative, those are some real conversations, right? And when we, at the end of it, we know we got some common goals, and that inspires us to do better in that way. It inspires us to do better in that way. Indeed. So where we at, Mom? Oh, we're about to pack up our paint and get where we ain't. Thank you. Right now, y'all, we're about to close out in a few, but before that, I want to turn the mic over to anyone who would like to come up here and talk about what Ujamaa means in you and your family's life. We always this is it's give and take. Y'all, Brother Zaki ain't gonna be on the mic all day trying to teach. This is a shared experience. That is the beauty of Kwanzaa. So if anybody want to come up here and share about Ujamaa, cooperative economics, feel free to do so. My own thing is, I join susus in the past. What is a susu? It's like, for instance, me and Mama and the Bantu, and this row up here, about 10 of us come together like once a month. When we come to that meeting, we bring like $100. We can like do it two ways. We can decide who knows need this money, or who has a creative idea to do it. And that one person walk out the door for $1,000. They still got to pay their $100 every month. So at some point, if it's 10 of us, we each gonna have $1,000 at some point in the year. Now we raise it up and we say 500. But the thing is, we ain't went to Wells Fargo. We didn't go to Bank of America. That $1,000 in my pocket is interest free. The only thing I got to do is continue to be in this thing every month and give my money. And just because I got this, just because I did that, I can put even more in it. But we've been doing that, y'all, since the 70s. Su cooperative economics. Anybody else got anything they'd like to say? We're talking about cooperative economics, brothers and sisters. Because you know something? Each and every one of you are participants of it. Y'all coming in this place. Everybody in New Black Wall Street are participating in Ujamaa. Today's principle is Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Every patron in this building is practicing Ujamaa, cooperative economics. Y'all with me? And we thank y'all. The great, I forget my man's name. He said, there will be no independence where there's economic dependence. There will be no independence where there's economic dependence. When you rely on somebody else, how you gonna be independent? We created y'all. We have more power than you think. We did a lot of churching. We did a lot of mosquing and stuff. We did a lot of prayer service, Bible studies. When you gonna manifest the power? We have everything that we need in us to make this a better place, to make it a better world. Like my sister said, with what's going through right now, we have an opportunity to stitch a new garment, one that fits all of humanity and nature. Anybody want to come and speak on Ujamaa before we go? Come on, Queen. I'm glad you're up here.
Habarigani?
Ujamaa Habarigani.
Ujamaa Habarigani. So I'm so glad to be here and enjoying this Kwanzaa. I've been for like many years, and I'm happy to continue to celebrate, 30 years? I don't know, from day one, okay? I also want to share with you what there are some things to say about cooperative economics. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know. Cooperative economics, the general term that we usually refer to, cooperative economics is to build and maintain our own stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together.
Yes, ma'am.
Together is a key word. This is why on Loving Black Wall Street, this is where we need to put our money and stop going everywhere else. We know we got it, we just need to find it and come and support ourselves. So yes, cooperative economics, put your money where your mouth is, where your peeps are. You know, how are we going to grow without economic growth? King died for fighting for economics. Martin Luther King died because he wanted economics. So how do we move forward? And well, we need economic strength. So please get up and go support somebody. There got to be somebody who you like, and get a gift for doing what you're going to do. But let's support each other. Come on. We talk about we're not growing, well, we won't if we don't support each other. And I rest my case. Thank you so much.
How many have heard of 10-10-50? Raise your hand. Thank you. 10-10-50 is a method that was developed by the African Community Center for Self-Determination. And what that means is this. You do 10 hours in a black community, whether it's in a school, whether it's in an organization, but you put in at least 10 hours a month. And then the next one, 10, you give $10 to an organization every month. And you know, you can do that by putting it into your account where it just comes out of your account every single month and you don't have to worry about it, it's just there. I give $10 a month to the African Community Center and it just automatically comes out. I do the same thing with my tithes at my church. It just automatically comes out in my account. The 50 is where you spend $50 in a black business every month. And so this is a place where you can come and spend your $50 in a black business. And there's over 140 businesses here in the Black Wall Street. Some of them haven't quite got everything in it yet, but all the spaces are taken. And there's about 1,500 businesses on the waiting list. We want to come up here. We're talking about people from all over the country. Because this is the place that we've been waiting for. We've been talking about doing something for Ujamaa. I've been practicing Kwanzaa since 1969. And every year we talk about what do we have to show? What do we have to show for Ujamaa? Nothing. But we can't say that anymore. We now have the new Black Wall Street Market. And brother Mr. Allen, the brother who visionized this whole thing, he said that people were talking, but he said, I'm gonna put my money where it's gonna happen, it's gonna work. He didn't just talk about it, he did it. And he purchased over 370 acres of land, right, all behind here. He also has a 5-star hotel. And soon, when you came through the parking lot, you saw this black covering. All of that is his. That's going to be a village. He's going to build homes for people here on the side here. So you'll be able to come and live up here. And I don't know if you've been to Decatur, where they have the little Indian village. Everything is Indian. They got Indian restaurants, Indian clothes. They got everything Indian. I kept asking myself, when are we going to have something that's all black and us? So we finally have it. And there's other folks across the country who want to duplicate what's happening here. I met a brother here from Alabama. He said he has the same amount of space plus in Alabama, and he wants to recreate the new Black Wall Street in Alabama, Birmingham, Alabama. So what we're seeing here is history, and it's going to go all over. We're going to defend what we have here, because you all know that we had these black townships years and years ago, after the 1920s, and you know what happened with Tulsa in 1921. I was at the 100th anniversary, and I saw tons and tons of pictures of how our people were destroyed, how all their buildings were destroyed. And then I saw all the pictures how they were doing well. You know, they were driving cars, they were selling, even the white folks came and bought stuff in there. But they were jealous. They were very, very jealous. And they couldn't stand to see us prosper and be successful. And we're not gonna let that happen again here. We're going to defend what we have, and we're going to continue to defend what we have. So I just wanted to talk about 10-10-50. Keep it in your mind. Remember, 10 hours toward a black organization or school. Excuse me. $10 toward an organization, or $50 when you purchase something every month. I think this is, you want to say something else?
I want to ask you, because you hit exactly the point of how are we changing karma? So how are we changing karma? We know what happens. We know that we all know the history of the burning that you just mentioned. So, and I don't like to think about it, but we know the history. And how do we change karma? We have to make new causes. So here we have a new Black Wall Street, and we already know history. So if it doesn't repeat history, be prepared, because anything can happen anytime. So yes, this continued practice, there's going to be another 100 years if something happens. Pray for success. Pray for no accident. Pray that we continue to move forward day by day, step by step, and continue to progress no matter what, right? At the same time, pray for the rain. Pray for the dark. Everything works in opposites, right? We know that. So good and bad, Buddha, demon, night and day, and so on and so forth. So some things you got to be ready to jump back. Okay, I'm going to give y'all 30 days. Jump back quickly as possible. We've been waiting so long to address it. Right? This is slow. It's slow, but it's progress. I'm good. As long as we move it, I'm good. But we can't be ready for that weather. Thank you so much.
Thank you. All right, so also want to let you know what's happening the last couple of days. We're going to have a speaker tomorrow from the Pan-African Federalist Movement that's talking about unifying Africa and the Caribbean and South America. All black folks to come together as one. Well, we have one currency, one economic system, and we have an educational system that hopefully will be centered on African-centeredness, about who we are in all of our curriculum. So it's a long time coming. We're talking about between now and 2030. And our first Congress will be in 2023. I believe it's going to be in Senegal. So a lot of us are going there. I am the chairman for Metro Atlanta, and I'm also the general secretary for North America. And so tomorrow we're going to have a speaker who's going to come and talk a little bit more about what's happening across the country with the Pan-African Federalist Movement, which is to bring into political existence United African States. And we're not saying United States of Africa because it's not just Africa. Haiti can be a state, okay? Belize and what's happening in the West Island, in the Virgin Islands or Bermuda. So we're looking at wherever we were dropped off, there's a possibility we can create a state there. So it's something that we have to leave for our next generation. Our children, what are they going to have? You know, what do they have to look forward to? We have to lay the seed for them. So this is something that's happening. And also the last 2 days, we're going to have a raffle. And the raffle is going to have various different shops here are going to donate to that raffle. And the proceeds from that raffle will go to a scholarship fund that's already in place for African-centered schools. Yes, sir.
I just want to tell them where they can see the video after you finish. I just want to let them know where they can see the video after you finish.
Why don't you tell them? This is the brother, the video.
Okay. Hi, everybody. My name is Wally Rashidi, and for those of you who are interested in seeing the entire program on YouTube or Facebook, you simply have to go to Wally Rashidi, WALIRASHIDI, and that's Wally Rashidi on Facebook or YouTube.
Can you spell that one more time, please?
Okay. So Wally Rashidi, WALI, and the last name is Rashidi, RASHIDI. Okay, thank you. And tag friends or whoever organization so they can see the video.
Thanks, Wally.
Appreciate you. All right, so I think we're going to close down. You got some closing words?
Everyone, I hope you found this Kwanzaa Day at the New Black Wall Street enjoyable, educational, and unifying. I did. It was my pleasure to be here, y'all. I had to confess I hadn't been feeling that good. And my sister, the volunteers, it's so hard to say bye to her. I mean, no to her. That too. This is just hard. So I'm winding up here. Y'all I've been in some pain ever since I've been sitting down here. Thank you. And so I'm not ashamed to say that every day is not a perfect day. Every day is not a good day. By the grace of the Most High, we get another day.
Amen.
And so I'm just thankful for life, strength, and health. Y'all know, like I say, I know I'm preaching to the choir, but we do have to embrace change like never before. We've been people that are used to adapting. We have to embrace change. And only do we have to embrace change, we have to produce change. It's so necessary, y'all. And you know something, just like we had New Black Wall Street here? It wasn't here a year ago, but some of the thoughts were. That's how it starts. It starts from thinking about how you're going to change something. A lot of times it starts from changing ourselves first. We got to change our views of things, people we're going to work. We got to make some adjustments along the way in order to succeed. So my brothers and sisters, I wish y'all the very best. God bless you. Keep you safe and strong. I hope y'all have a wonderful end of the year and a strong, powerful 2022. With that, I would like everybody to stand where you are. Oh, thank you. Oh, yes, if you're looking for another Kwanzaa event tomorrow at the Arts Exchange in the East Point, down the street from Tyler Perry's studio, 2148 on Noonan Street, we're going to be observing Kwanzaa from 2 p.m. to 8 p.m. Okay? And we did the first day, we were there last night, and it was so nice, family friendly, COVID friendly. We're all very conscious of that. Clean spot, we're going to have, like tomorrow, we're going to have the I Am Arts Foundation dances. Some young ladies, they like from 12 to 16, and they dances are all forms, and they're going to show up and show out. And we got some singers and dancers, and we're going to have a Kwanzaa presentation today, and it don't cost you nothing. So if you're looking for something to do tomorrow from 2 to 8 p.m. at the Arts Exchange, and they are listed online. The website is artsexchange.org. Bob, what kind?
Yeah, I want to say this. Several people asking me for my, who am I, about myself. Google my name. My name is, I changed it. It used to be Willie Ricks. I was in a group called SNCC SNCC, and that was the real organization in the 60s. We started Black Power Movement, Black Panthers, and helped burn down half of the cities. But my name is Mukasa. Mukasa, M-U-K-A-S-A-D-A-D-A. Mukasa Dada.
So Mikasa Dada is a historical brother from Albert, and we want to take anybody, if we want to, we can take a picture with them. I'm going to take a picture with the brother because I understand it's so long. But yeah, he said we could take
Okay, Bob, what we like to do now before Bobby get his celebrity thing too? Bobby, yeah, he got his celebrity thing out the way. We know you're a celebrity, okay? And we love you. That's right, we got to back up our pen and get where we ain't. Baba Mukasa, where you are, I want everybody to form a circle around Baba Mukasa. The Baba Mukasa is going to close us out with the 7 Harambes. And Harambe means let's all pull together. Harambe means let's all pull together. Baba Mukasa is going to let this, he's going to do this. Y'all see this? You want to show him, Baba? Give him an example.
We doing it now?
Come on, everybody come.
We can make this circle bigger. Everybody just shut up. Have a nice circle.
Hey, y'all, go ahead and, go ahead and,
Excuse me.
Okay. Before Baba Mikasa does those 7 Harambe's, we have a pledge that we want to do and have everybody repeat it. All right. So everybody repeat after me. For the fruition of African power.
For the fruition of African power.
For the
Tribe of African nationhood.
We pledge to our African nation.
We pledge to our African nation.
For the good of a better people.
For the good of a better people.
And a better world.
And a better world.
Our total devotion.
Our total
resources.
Our total resources.
And total power.
And total power.
Of our mortal lives.
In our mortal lives.
We are the first and the last.
We are the first and the last.
Alpha and Omega.
Alpha and Omega.
We pledge to think African.
Yes, to think African.
Speak African.
Speak African.
Pray African.
Pray African.
Love African.
Love African.
Buy African.
Buy African.
And be African.
And be African.
Because we are African.
Because we are African.
We'll do African things today. Of United African States tomorrow. And Brother Mikasa is going to take it from there.
Everybody hold your hand up.
Put your hands up.
Harambe! 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 Harambe!
All right, you guys go and shop at the Black Wall Street and get your items for your children for the first, last day of Kwanzaa.
So there we have it, guys. We are here at the new Black Wall Street Market in Stonecrest, Georgia. This has been the Ujamaa Kwanzaa celebration. And we're glad you were able to attend. Thank you. Peace.
All right.
Hi, brother.
Yes, sir. Mask? Oh, okay. All right, y'all, that's it. We're signing out.